Hey everyone, and welcome to my words left unsaid to you from your lovers who you happen to be in fights of separation with, from March 2nd through March 8th of 2025. So as with these, take what resonates, take what doesn't. This is subconscious, superconscious, conscious, unconscious thoughts, unintentional, intentional, subtentional, and superintentional thoughts. And these are thoughts to you from either your lovers who you happen to be separated from and or in fights with. This is different types of love. So just take it as it resonates. The link for the rest and a personalized read can be found in the description below. So let's get started. So there's a lot of intense nerves going on, a lot of embarrassment, a lot of feeling like humiliated and ashamed of how things turned out, wishing they could have done better, wishing they did better, wishing they never did what they did, or sometimes wishing they never met you so that they never had to feel this hurt. There's a lot of manifesting going on, a lot of I did this to myself, you did this to yourself, this is the consequence of the actions, and I have to pay the price. And the price is for me to stay away from you, or the price is for me to see you happy with someone else. Kindness is killing me at times, is the feeling I'm getting. So they may be feeling killed by kindness, literally. They feel like they're not used to positive reinforcement or positivity. There's a lot of happiness that they felt, and they still do, and they're confused because they feel the same way you do, but they may be in a situationship or had previous engagements or did something before they had known, and now that they do know, they're having regrets. There's a lot of injustice and betrayal that are being worked through and being shown to you. And there's a lot of duality perspectives here, a lot of two-faced behaviors, a lot of saying things they don't mean. So being aware of false hopes, false promises, due to wanting to save face, not wanting to hurt your feelings, wanting to look good in front of the people, passing it off as just joking, or I was just being honest, or I was just playing around, I was only kidding, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it the way you took it. There's a lot of fertility going on, a lot of sexual desires. They really do love you and care for you and want you in their bed. They want you to have sex with you. They want to have babies with you. They want to make a life and make a family together. And they want to create their own little paradise, if you will, with you. It does look like there's a lot of tying the knot and needing to release yourself from prior commitments and knowing that it may not be the way you wished it were, or the way you wish it was, or the way that you hoped it would, but you need to either work it out or stop avoiding it, because the longer you avoid it, the longer it's going to take to get that inner peace that you have been searching for together. Tend to your garden, cultivate the fields, know that what you reap, you sow. So be able to know when people are pushing you, know when people are coming at you sideways, know when you're coming off to people sideways. There's a lot of like ascension throne couples and couples that are just starting out that are dealing with a lot of narcissistic supply and narcissistic demand and a lot of reactory abuse due to narcissism, or past abusive relationships that they just didn't want to project onto you. What you're doing to them also isn't fair. What you hold yourself accountable for is only the tip of the iceberg. There's about 90% of things that neither of you speak about, that you both have on your mind. If you feel like they're cheating, they most likely are. And if not, then you're cheating yourself out of a good relationship because you're worried about them cheating. So either way, you need to work on your toxic habits and your codependencies as well. There's a lot of addiction behaviors going on, like to social media, to the negativity, to drama, to rumors, to drag racing, sometimes to sex, to video games, to the phone, to your children, to work. And a lot of things are taking up too much precious time. Quality time seems to be lax in a few areas where it needs to be promoted. And it looks like some people are differing in love languages. But you're basically saying the same thing. You're both showing love, but you may not be receptive to the way that you're being shown love back. So working on your love languages, working on your harmony, working on your luxuries together, meditation together, group therapy, couples counseling, spirit realms stick out specifically. Like if you're both very spiritual or very religious, or you have differing viewpoints in religion or politics or anything that's like trauma based, working through it alone together can be helpful. Learning through alone time. Space and distance are needed. Time is an illusion and fluid, so it could be this life, it could be another life, but most likely at this point, the only time it may work out is in another life, either down the road or in a parallel life, or if something had changed, then something would be different. But this is how things turned out. This is the luck of the draw. This is what happened. This is what is going to transpire again until the lesson is learned. There's a lot of like ripple effects and domino effects due to Dunning-Kruger syndrome and ad hominem attacks based on insecurities and falsehoods due to unfounded information, just because they don't want to believe the truth about things. When people come at you with sideways views, or when they say something coming off rude, it may not be due to carelessness. It may be because they care too much, and that's why they over-explain, or they try to underplay it down or downplay things to where it's not that big of a deal, and their priorities differ than yours. Their subjective term of commitment may differ than yours. Remember to stay objective, learn the laws of detachment, and know that this separation or this fight will shine a light on what needs to happen in the future, whether this works out or not. They're afraid it may not work out because of the fact of who you are, or what other people might think or say, or how you guys appear to other people. And it looks like there's a lot of logic-minded people being very skeptic and analytical about things. They may not be sure where to go, so prayer, meditation, and critical thinking can create a lot of cognitive bias and a lot of cognitive dissonance to learn from. For March 2nd through 8th, to your lovers, or to you from your lovers in fights and separation, from March 2nd to 8th of 2025. So as with these, take a resonance of what doesn't. If you'd like a personalized read, my link will be in the description below. Thanks.